everything though. I was getting ready to check on you today.
Yeah, we're good. I'm actually here with Angie right now.
Hey, what's going on, Angie? How you feel?
Hey, Thomas, I'm okay. You okay?
Man, better by the minute. Better by the minute.
That's good.
All right,
I'm glad
good.
to hear from both of y'all. I'm gonna text it over to you right now.
All right, I appreciate it. We're headed over to Arundel Mills real quick. See, we're gonna hang out there for a little bit. So
Sweet. So y'all not too far away from it. It's in Baltimore. It's in this like food hall. I tell you, you got to go over. It's weird how it looks because it's in the
Right.
garage for it. So you got to go around like all the food and everything to get to it. But they do
okay,
it like twice a month. It's called Vegetables, and I'm gonna shoot it over to you now.
okay. So if is this a sec? This is gonna be the first time this month.
I believe so. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'll check it out. Maybe this time or the next time. I'm not sure. We'll see.
All right, sweet. Well, y'all be safe. Enjoy your day, and it's great to hear from both of y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, you
Appreciate
too.
it.
All right, now stay safe.
Easy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. So I don't know who's on here, but we have a change of plans. A slight.
We might not be doing that because I thought everybody was going. So
Oh,
yeah.
I thought we was gonna end up going with your mom
Huh?
because your mom wanted to go.
We'll see. I'm gonna say,
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. We're gonna play that one by ear
Yeah.
because I don't even know. Like, by the time my mom gets home and then has to unpack the car from all the stuff from market, I don't even know if she wants to leave again. But we'll see.
Right. She might call you.
Yeah.
So, did you get the information?
I'll probably text it to her, and whether she wants to go or not, she can still go. Because I think that it closes. I think that it ends at 5.
Yeah,
And
she said
so-
5.
And so we're probably getting where we're going at
That's
2
where
o'clock.
it's different. The
4K.
quality.
Oh, the quality is pretty good. That's good.
Let's start a Q&A though.
Yeah, guys, ask us some questions. Ask us some
Is that
questions.
Tav? Yeah, Tav asked us yesterday how we met, but I'll let him ask
Yeah,
again.
you can ask again. Or somebody else is now probably going to ask because.
I think this area gives me bad service.
Why do you say that?
I just remember always going through these. Well, the times I go through it. This area. I think horizontal brings in less people for some reason. No, yeah, it does. Just for the car ride, I'm gonna just do it like this because.
Ooh, Q just dropped a question, but
Oh.
yeah, I guess we're gonna do horizontal
We're gonna-
for the car drive, which is another 20 minutes. So I guess we got 20 minutes of an intimate Q&A where we got the people who are gonna watch us regardless of horizontal or vertical.
Yeah, and then we'll do the other way when we get to this destination. But he said, at what stage is knowing each other? Oh, in knowing each other, did you know you found your wife or husband? What moment sparked that thought for you?
I think you should go first.
Okay. You found your wife or husband. That's crazy. No, you go first.
Well,
You have
mine,
a straight answer because
I do have a straight answer because
Hey, Bree.
we started dating when we were 13. And when I was 15, I told her that I was going to marry her. And throughout our relationship, it has been a lot of people who has told me that it's puppy love or it's not going to last or all the doubting and everything. And so not only did I already really, I'm a person who I'm not afraid of my emotions. So if I'm really angry, I'm not afraid to be angry. If I'm really irritated, I'm not afraid to be irritated. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that other people are bothered by my emotions. So I feel my emotions thoroughly. So when I know that I was in love with Angie, when people were to tell me that it was just puppy love or it's not something serious or you'll fall in love with somebody else, like they were only stroking the fire. They were making me love deeper. Like, I'm going to show you that this is not just a 15-year-old with puppy love. Like, I'm in love for real. Like, that was a real feeling. So when I was 15, I knew that I wanted to marry.
Do you guys hear that's good?
But yeah, when I was 15, so it didn't take much.
That's fine. I feel like mine is completely off. Okay, you're back now. Okay, go. Opposite. And I mean, I'm
It's
married
okay.
now, so I'm gonna just be honest. But I feel like during the time when, like, okay, I was pregnant and we had like a really bad, like, shaky moment during pregnancy. And then we found each other back, you know, trying to get back to normal. And I feel like during that moment, that's when I felt like, you know, like I officially wanted to. And I feel like during that stage, that was for me.
Yeah. And so, I mean, kind of just
Cause,
decide. Go ahead.
Because I also feel like we reconnected in a different way during
Right.
that moment. And I feel like before all that, I used to like break up with him and then get back with him and then break. We had a lot of moments. So I feel like definitely when we reconnected. And there was a special moment, like when Angel, the day she got born and you came up to the hospital, like that felt special. Like, even though we weren't okay in the moment, but that time felt special too.
So to tie it all in, I feel like it takes two courageous people to make this step and make this actually work, because I was very persistent, and at no point in time, that's why I count all the years, whether we were, you know, figuring things out, whether we separated for a couple weeks or whether we separated for, I think the only time we separated for a really significant amount of time was one time where we separated for about 9 months, almost a year. And that was the only time in my life. And I think I was around 18. I was working at Six Flags.
Oh yeah, I was actually with somebody else during the time.
Yeah, so that was the only time
And he
in
saw
my
me
life
with him
at Six Flags at
at
work.
Six Flags.
But that was the only time in my life where I was okay without Angie. Not because it didn't initially start that way, but I mean, after 9 months, like, get a grip, you know. Like the love was not gone. The love was not gone, but
Yeah, but we was good.
But I was good. Like, I didn't think that we was ever going to get back together, and then we did. So I know that moment did happen, but I don't count that as us starting over, even though in actuality it is. But we didn't necessarily start over because
That was the
it was the
shaky
same
moment.
people.
We are fam here.
We're a fam here. There's a few shaky moments. I won't
Yeah.
lie.
I think the shaky moment we was talking about
was around pregnancy.
pregnancy.
It was just, I think a lot of people can attest to this. It was just, we were young, not married, in a Christian families on both sides, and we're about to have a kid. So not only were we trying to find ourselves prior to having a kid, but now we're having a kid trying to find ourselves while our parents are down our back. We had no respite, and it was like, I'm always the same person. I think I'm always the same person 100% of the time. But I'm also an understanding person. I understood that it was it's an emotional roller coaster for Angie to go through, because she's the one going.
You said, yeah, a ton of judgment and pressure.
Like, yeah, a lot of pressure. And like I was saying, Angie is a very emotional person.
And I take really serious what my parents say.
Especially at that point in time. At that point in time, every word out of her parents' mouth was like freaking gold, you know. So it, like, when her parents were bashing me and making it seem like I was never going to be there for Angie, or I wasn't going to do this or that, it was a crazy time.
I think they just believed that he couldn't be the man that,
right. And I don't fault them. I'm not even angry at them even now for it, because at the end of the day, you have to protect the family. but it did put a lot of pressure on us. And it was not there was some struggle within our relationship, but it wasn't something that would have crumbled our relationship. But the struggle that was without our relationship was so much pressure that
Right.
it was very shaky in that time. So it
And
was
then,
go ahead.
if we also want to get into debt, like, was Angel born or not born when we did child support?
She
We
was
did.
born.
It was child support situations.
And if we're gonna chime in on that, like, I was really hurt because I knew that didn't come from Angie, because at that point in time I had known Angie for going on 10 years. I know that was not an idea that came from her. Mind you, I was never going to be an absentee father. Like, we just weren't going to be together. But
Child support talks hit different for sure.
yeah, so it was just I knew the idea of child support did not come from Angie, and the fact that the finding out was crazy, because I got mail to my grandmother's house, and I opened the mail and I read it, and I'm just like, what the actual bleep bleep bleep? Called Angie up, and I'm like, child support? You're trying to put me on child support? And she didn't really have words, because, like I said, I already knew it wasn't from her, but it was a direction that she was told to go to.
I still even love him during the process of
Yeah.
signing up. I'm like, I don't know, like, I just don't know.
It was crazy. So
I feel like the love that I had for him, I just couldn't proceed. Like, I couldn't proceed.
we went to one, like, Zoom. It was like a Zoom court date.
Yeah, we went to one.
And then after that court date, I just never heard anything again. And I was just like, I guess I'm not actually going to be on child support. I was shook though. Like, I was like, this cannot be real life.
But we were kind of texting during the moment too, though. I feel like that's
yes and no though. Like, I think we were texting to argue though.
I don't know, because that, like, before you got the letter, remember that day we was in the car?
We definitely was chilling.
Can I kiss you?
Yeah, we was chilling.
What did Q say? Hold on. He said something. How's the relationship with her parents now? I have a what?
Gauge. Sorry, it's Gauge.
Gauge. Okay, on personality, but her mom's a mystery for me.
I think that
before marriage we were really, like, locked in. After marriage, I feel like things took a shift. I feel like right now we're figuring out relationship, like how to, I don't know, like how to, like, form a relationship right now. I don't know. Yeah, my dad he's who you see he is. He's really cool. My mom, she's really cool. They're really good people, but our relationship wise towards each other, I feel like it's like being sewed back together right now, but in a different way of them trying to, like, let me go. I hope I answered that right. Huh?
Nothing. I drifted in my lane. That's all.
Oh yeah, I kind of. How's the relationship with her parents now? Okay, it's difficult with parents because they always feel like you could do better. We don't want to get into that. Yeah, literally.
What did Q
And then Q
say?
said, the relationship with Al specifically.
I think for me it's kind of.
I think this will answer Tab's question too. Well, not question, but comedy, what he just said.
I think with me, it's like a mutual respect, where it's like I try my best not to disrespect or disappoint, but if I'm living life normally, and that means like not doing anything purposely to hurt or to disrespect, if you find that my actions disrespect you, if you don't speak up, then I mean, it is what it is. I don't think that we have any type of negativity towards each other. And I mean, for me, I feel like to be negative towards someone takes a lot of energy from me because I'm a very positive person. I just like to be positive because it comes naturally to me. So I don't think negative thoughts about them. I don't wish any type of bad on them. Oh Lord. Like, I know that we've been through a bunch. Like the road has been long and hard, but our relationship between one another is kind of cordial. I'll say that. It's cordial. It's like no disrespect, no negativity.
Everybody tolerates each other.
Yeah, it's toleration. Like, we tolerate one another, and it's like I mean, me and her dad, we crack jokes here and there, you know, but it's like, it's not like he'll go out his way to come talk to me, and I don't go out my way to go talk to him. And I mean, I think that can change. I think that we can have a better relationship. It's just that me and Angie have been together for years, so I've been around her parents for years, so the strain on our relationship was a big strain. And so as Angie is sewing her relationship with her parents back together, I'm just getting in where I fit in. I'm not forcing myself in there. I'm not pressing the issue, and I'm also just, you know, kind of just being cordial.
Q said his son's grandfather was a KKK member.
Good God.
I know, right? I've become a vet at the Tough Family conversation.
Right.
I'd like to see you and Pops closer out for the fam's sake. Yeah, Q&A, Elliot. KKK is hilarious. I'm sorry. That's what Tess
Yeah,
said.
no, KKK is crazy. Q, I respect that mentality, and I think that even Angie wants that for herself. I think that it's the details to how our relationship has become what it is that makes that a little bit more difficult than just fix it, you know, just get closer.
I think
Like,
with time, like, you know,
yeah,
over time.
Yeah, over time, I like I said, I do think that our relationship can change. I don't think that it's permanently is what it is. I do think that it can change for the better, but I think that that's a time wound and not a conversation wound. If you get what I'm saying, I think that we fix that with time, and not necessarily a certain conversation that needs to be had for it to be fixed.
Because I feel like we've also had like conversations with our parents, and it seems like communication's just not.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that from me being on live between today and yesterday, that you guys can see that I'm pretty able to explain myself, pretty able to kind of be well, you know, I'm gonna choke him out with it. But yeah, I think that I'm able to explain myself pretty well. So when conversation does not work, I'm not above thinking that it's myself, but I don't think that that's just,
it's not,
you know, that. So I think it's a time wound and not a conversation wound. What we're gonna do is here, like, do this so that it doesn't fall because it's already down.
Oh, that's better.
You can still lock it, but at least it won't fall. I think your phone is just too heavy for it to be sitting in midair like that.
Perk up my phone case too. Let time do its thing.
Let time do its thing, you know. I don't want to put my pressure on in either way for it to go positive. It's really rough to have like a parent as a hater, and then it's like it's even rougher for them to not realize that they're hating now. Like it's it's crazy, and I'm not saying this to anybody specific or putting anybody in that box specifically. I'm more so just talking about the idea of your parent being a hater. I'm not saying that her parents are haters. I'm not saying that my mom is a hater, but having a parent as a hater is very tough to deal with, because it's like, how do you get around that? You know, how do you bring in new family to the family that's hating? It's just a crazy vibe. I
think Tab said, what can we do to be a better husband or wife? Oh, what can you do to become a better husband or wife?
Okay, is that question geared towards me being a husband to my wife, or my wife being
It went both ways.
No. Well, I'm saying, is he talking about in general, husband to a wife and a wife to a husband, or me to my wife and my wife to me? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, because it's in general, or like to us?
Yeah, because like for me to be a good husband to you is different for me to be a good husband to, or is for different for
husband and wife to each other.
To each other, not in general. Okay, you're answering that one first.
Oh wow. For me, I feel like I tell a lot of people this because it works. But I feel like the biggest thing is like letting anything in the past like go. Like I feel like that makes me a better wife to him, and just forgiveness. You know? Like whatever I got mad at is forgiving. Like I feel like that's like my number one thing. But if I think of something else, I'll let you know, but you can go for now.
Okay. My biggest thing as a husband to Angie is being supportive, because Angie doesn't have a huge friend group. Angie doesn't always have somebody in her corner, and so one thing that I can always do is be in her corner, so that if nothing else, she knows that I got her back. And you know, I'm an active supporter. I'm not just like, oh, should I do this? Yeah, you should definitely do that. And then that's that. Like, nah, like we're gonna get deep into this. We're gonna plan it out. We're gonna really, really lay down how we're gonna actually get it done, and then what I can do to help you get it done. Type of supporter, where it's like I'm really hands-on and I want to actually make it work. So like really I be trying to be the full support system, so she don't got to look to nobody else for help. Not saying that I don't want her to, but she won't have to. So in a way, I'm a little bit of a superhero, you feel me? But yeah, I want to be super supportive, so that because I know that Angie's a great woman, and behind every great man is a great woman. And so if I can help her be great for me, I think that kind of it's a kind of synergetic. It works for both of us.
I think another thing is like accepting like each other as a person.
Right.
Yeah, accepting each other as a person is a good one. Like you can't change people, and then because they're not ever gonna feel like it can be you.
Yeah.
I mean them around you.
I think one of the heaviest things that I think you had to accept from me was the fact that I play video games. Like I think that growing.
You're not lying.
Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I know.
You said one of them, yeah.
Because it's like
I have another one though.
Like the mentality was just that kids play video games, but then it's just like in a real way, and even your YouTube in a way, and your social media in a way, is your inner child being satisfied, because this is what you wanted to do since you were young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not even necessarily me satisfying my inner child, but it's me being who I am. Because as a child, you are just who you are. There's no filter. There's no what the world says you should be, and it's just who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Is that Q or Tab?
What?
Okay, Q said, what is the toughest thing you had to accept in Angie? And what's the okay? And he said vice versa.
Okay.
I feel like one of them was, he doesn't do it as often now, but for now, it was smoking. I feel like we've had that conversation so many times.
Yeah, definitely.
But now I understand that it is less, though. It does frustrate me, and I don't bring it up. But it's something that I can be a little bit more open to, because I feel like he does it more respectfully. Like,
a little bit.
like if you go to your friend's house, it'll be later in the day or something, you know, you don't show it at home. You don't bring it in the house, really, you know, something like that. I find it in the trunk, side note, but anyway.
Side note, whoa. You didn't find nothing in the trunk?
That time we went to Marshall's and we was trying to fit all that stuff in the car. Yeah, it was in the trunk that day.
That wasn't Marshall's. That was Home Goods.
It doesn't matter. You know where we was at.
I know what you're talking about, but I was just.
But anyways, I feel like we've been fighting for that for a really long time. I don't even know if I'm gonna say I'm open to it. I'm gonna say I have accepted it because it's something that I've been dealing with for a long time. But that's for me, and I don't harass him about it because I feel like he doesn't bring it around my kid or anything. So that. Your turn.
Something that I had to accept.
Moving weight in the trunk.
Hey, chill out, bro. So just to break that down a little bit, when I was younger, I want to say the cutoff was around 22. Yeah, it's like around 22. From 22, from I want to say 16 to 22, I used to smoke a lot of marijuana.
Wait, and I have to be honest too. I've done it too with him. Before.
Yeah, we did it, but yeah, okay.
I don't anymore though.
I used to smoke a lot. I used to smoke all the time, and then there was one day where I kicked it all together, like real life cold turkey, and I just did not smoke for almost a year. Okay.
Right, just like that.
Right, she needed it right on me.
Sorry, somebody called.
So I was saying, like, I kicked it like for a full almost, I think it was more than a year actually, because I remember saying I haven't smoked since last year, April, and like that not being a lie, that was actual factual. And so that was me understanding that, hey, it's not an addiction. It's more so, it was a habit. It was a habit that I just didn't feel like kicking. And so I did kick it. And so now it was like more so under my control when I indulged that habit. And so,
what made me stop?
You said what? What made her stop?
And because he said, I imagine high Ange vibes. Hold on. I imagine.
Bro, I have one video of Hi Angie, and that will explain. You were trying. Listen, she was trying to cover the holes, the holes in the ground from the cicadas.
Because who likes cicadas? I remember that day.
Like, she was with her foot was twisting the dirt to cover holes for cicadas.
Must post that video.
Must post real live. Should post that video. No. But anyway, so now it's like occasionally, even my friends know that, hey, even like I can be at their house. They smoke, they still smoke, but I can be at their house and, we can be hanging out and they'll go smoke and they don't even bother to ask me. I will or will not walk out with them to the back porch. Like, they don't even bother asking me because, it's a hit or miss. Al may very well just stay inside and either continue watching the show or playing the Xbox, whatever. So, and it's more so, like, I want to say that I respect my family for sure. So, no, I'm not going to just say I want to say I do respect my family, and I respect Angie, and I respect the home. But it's more so, like, I like the fact that I'm in control of what I do and don't do, like I don't have a what is it called? I don't have an urge to drink. I don't have an urge to smoke. I only have an urge to play 2K. And I think that's innocent enough that doesn't affect my my wife, my life, my baby, or nothing like that. So I just wanted to, you know, what expand on that a little
Primark.
bit. What is Primark?
I think I know what that is. No, it's like a Forever 21.
Really?
But what made me stop was when I had Angel. I don't know. I would feel weird, like if I was like smoking or something like that. Is it closing? Yeah, I want to go in there.
Let's go in there. We're even gonna park
Okay, it's
outside of
closed.
it.
But yeah, I stopped smoking when I had Angel. I just
Okay,
didn't feel like
let's
a good
not be
mom.
full. Let's not be full on cappers because you had your little pen.
Yeah, that was before Angel though.
Oh.
You can go back in my videos.
I don't know.
That was before Angel. But after Angel, I stopped.
If you say I believe you.
Yeah, I
I
promise.
gotta argue about it.
But I felt like I don't know, I felt like I was dying. Like, I don't know, smoking, like that feeling just makes me feel like I'ma die.
Super
like,
anxious.
Anxiety, like
Was on
anxious,
10.
like
Angie's
everything.
already an anxious
Maybe
person.
start seeing demons. Like, I don't know. I did not feel right. Like, I was I didn't I stopped liking the feeling. I wasn't chilling at all.
At all.
I was not chilling.
Okay, so my answer to what I had to accept with Angie is kind of, I don't think it's fair because like it's actually true. I just accept everything. Like, and it's nothing specific. It's kind of like whatever comes, I'ma accept it because this is my person and I just don't care what it is. Like, there's nothing that Angie can do that will be like, all right, I ain't got no love for you no more. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't get over that. Like, I 100%, and I'm not even saying that because it would sound good on stream. Like, there's nothing that Angie can do. Like, I love Angie to the bone.
Even off of streaming.
Yeah, I love Angie to the bone. There is nothing that she can do that would be like, all right, well, can't be with Angie no more.
And Q said, what brings me the most anxiety? I feel like that's a really good question. What brings me especially since I live in my parents' house, I feel like it stemmed from there. Like, they are really strict people. Well, they used to be a lot more stricter, but either way, I think I got scared of consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was my biggest thing. I got scared of consequences, and that gave me the most anxiety I've ever had. So that part, I'm like, I always wanted to please my parents, so I just never felt like I can just do me without feeling like there was something behind my action.
Right.
Yeah, I explained that really good.
Let me see if we got any more questions that I can answer real quick before we change to vertical.
Am I supposed to
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to.
What's the toughest thing?
I was watching the chat.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, we're good. You ever expressed that to them? Oh.
No, and that's what and
don't
Q.
understand.
I'm glad you asked that question because that can allow me to expand on why I won't conversate with them to better our relationship. It's because I don't think they don't take criticism well.
Yeah.
They actually don't take criticism.
And if they're watching this, not to offend.
It's the reality, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm not trying to like, it's like what I accepted from them. It's like they are who they will be, and it's hard for them to take criticism, and oftentimes you go to someone to know probably better a situation by talking about it. I feel like when we go to them to try to better a situation with a conversation, it only makes the situation worse. So I'd rather just leave it as is and learn how to live with that, however that looks, than to try to make it worse. Because if you don't think that it can get worse, have a conversation about it and watch it get worse. It's not, and this is not, it's
or
not,
maybe look at you different.
or look at you, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like,
Is mom easier to talk to?
same person.
Or are they essentially the same person?
Same person.
Okay.
Same person.
You read that already?
Yes, same person. And it's not a bad thing when you're married for so long. You should be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't go to mom and have a different reaction from mom than dad. So, in a way, that bodes well for their relationship.
But wait, I just have to say one thing. I feel like my mom is a different person in a way. I feel
Yeah,
like
but the response is the same. So
the response is the same, but I feel like sometimes she has a different opinion than
But
my
if
dad
you don't
does.
voice the different opinion, then the answer is the same.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Same person.
But I still feel like
Unless that's all I'm getting at is okay. And this actually ties back to what we were talking about yesterday about how a guy thinks logically and you think like women think like emotionally. Like, I don't care what you think in your head that makes you a different person. How you act and what your response is what defines you. So if you guys respond the same way, if your answer is the same thing, you're the same person. You got to show me that you're a different person, even though I know in my head,
put this in one of
I
your
know
pockets.
that you're no.
Why?
Huh?
You have like 20 pockets.
Yeah, and I got 20 things to carry in those pockets. Actually, I only have
you
2
do
big
have
pockets.
Okay.
These only 2 little pockets.
I just want to carry this big old purse.
What you got in your wallet that you need?
Let me see. Before you look in there and find a surprise.
Find a surprise.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about.
And you got condoms in her wallet.
Oh no. No, I just got money. And then you're gonna be like, oh, you got money.
Oh, you got money. Hold on.
It's just money that I didn't put in my bank account.
Yeah, let me see what's up.
No.
Let me see.
I'm gonna take my card.
Okay, and I'm gonna take your wallet.
All right.
And you got that smack. And you got that smack. And you got that smack. Okay, that's a good.
Okay, and no.
What did he say?
He said okay, Ange. But it says, how does her dad's leadership impact your ability to be a husband and father?
Hey Q, you need to stop asking these dangerous questions, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's Q&A day.
I know, but that's a dangerous question. Okay,
Ange
so
was the one moving weight.
not for real. She's the innocent face. I'm the grunt. I do the grunt work.
You can put this
Hey,
in the pocket.
so we're gonna pop off real quick, and then we're gonna come back vertical.
We're gonna go back on vertical.
Because we're about to head into the mall. Do you actually have your little thing?
What thing? My tripod?
Yeah.
No, I didn't bring it.
You didn't prepare for this day at all, did you?
Let's go. I didn't bring it, and it is what it is.
All right, we be right back.